huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Canes will kick this away to get us going. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Jennings. Receiver makes the grab. McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. That's a design quarterback keeper. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Miami. It was a foot race, and he won it. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
To throw, it's Jennings. Makes a quick catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Running play called on 3rd and short. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, a lot of people fear running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And he'll loft it to the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Canes will have 1st and 10 here. Play fake, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
It's an out route, the catch made, and he's tackled after the catch.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
They'll run it here. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown for the U.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do? It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Canes. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up with this possession. First down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
To throw, it's Jennings. He's going to take another shot right here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ponies. And now they'll set up for the point after. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. The Hurricanes will crank up the tempo. Play action fake, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Miami 21, SMU 7.
The Canes will send their punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 20. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Bringing pressure. It's a quick grab.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Here's the second down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The ball is loose. He scooped up the ball. It's still a live play.
You know, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Scanning the field. It's Jennings. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
And sack sets up 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the out route. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. They've got him, but not before making first down yardage. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're going to run it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the Canes come to the line to run the hurry up. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Canes pick up enough to get a first down there. And there's the handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but they make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st down and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The pass rush closing in. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Mustangs. Made the defense look slow that time. Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the upmen. They stop him at the 44. That's an excellent job by the return team there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the Mustangs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Quick throw, catch made. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. The Mustangs come up to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Jennings. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. Tackle made after a big gain. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Miami 21, SMU 14.
And the Mustangs will kick this away to start the second half. It's a squib kick fielded by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. And here come comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. He's found some room with the 45. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. Powers through. I tried to use this stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On the run, it's Fletcher. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Hurricanes will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost them 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. The Canes will line up to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive.
SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. It's a shotgun run call. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the sack. He escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Johnson. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This offense cannot be stopped.
Number 24.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
14.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. A strong fight back. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick return at that time. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Oh, what a move. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off the play fake on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Second down.
Second down after that previous play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense recover. Big takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Physical run, breaking tackles. Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Miami.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
21.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over first and 10.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 35, SMU 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw yet again. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, that's another big completion for this quarterback. You talk about a career day. This guy's now over 450 yards in this game alone.
Lets it go quickly. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20. Return to pick 6. Touchdown for the U.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. He breaks free. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. He grabs it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ponies. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Canes. No chance to catch him.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
SMU 28.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's forced out at the 10. Not what they were looking for. Bad field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they'll set up with PAT. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team.
And the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Hand off to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. To throw, it's Johnson. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Number 94, set to kick it off.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, SMU. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
56, SMU.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 43, set to kick it away.
Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. He steps out to the 29. That's where they begin the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop. The Hurricanes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got it now inside the 15. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on fourth down late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent...